folks, and welcome to a new colony here on Rimworld. Long story short, during my absence I had some technical difficulties, ended up starting a new file with a whole new mod list. So the Garden of Eden is gone. We're going to start a new colony now. We're going to go with we'll go with the traditional crash landed start. We do have some new storytellers to pick from. There is Hildegard. She is all about combat. You will get a bunch of raids. This woman just hates everything that you do forever and wants to kill you. And this one will start you off nice and gentle and then slowly pick up and eventually just try her best to kill you. I think we're actually going to go for Hildegard. This is going to give us a lot of combat, a lot of raids, a lot of sieges. And we're going to go on some challenge because I am not the best at this game. Yep, we'll go for permadeath. 30% globe coverage. We'll generate this world, and then we'll see what we get to pick from. So my wish list for this is obviously I would like some mountains without caves in them, because caves 100% of the time they result in infestations. You get giant insects, and yeah, they tend to ruin your day. I would like a river, and I would like year-round growing. So that's actually a pretty comprehensive wish list. I might not get what I want. Gonna have to compromise on some of it, I think. Or maybe not. We have a year-round growing period here. We have small hills, a creek, a lot of diseases. We're gonna have to get medicine production ASAP to deal with that. But I feel like that's a decent place as any to start off. We're not too close to any of the other factions, except that fish and these. Are these pirates? Who are you? Yeah, those look like pirates. So we'll go for this tropical rainforest here. Gonna have plenty of wood. This guy's terrible, so we're just gonna randomize our way through. And okay, this guy's pretty good. Yeah, this can be our miner. He's a combat guy. He's really good at trading. He's really good at stabbing things too. So guy number one, we have Jerry Welsh. Get rid of that. Nope. 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 Okay. Now, I like the growing, but that's all this person has, and they're a pessimist on their traits. That's not good. What traits do you have? Masochist. Okay. So, he likes getting hurt. He's kind and steadfast. Okay, this guy's actually really good. But this person is rubbish. Ooh, this could be good. Double passion for artistic and crafting. Doesn't sound useful straight away, but once we get a little ways into the game, that's going to be great. A really good doctor, really good at construction. Likes to have false limbs, that's good, because we're going to get his blown off. Greedy, kind of a not a great thing to start with, but that hard worker trait, going to be fantastic. So we'll randomize through a few times until we get a few good passions. We really need someone who's good at shooting and growing. We want our provider of the group, someone who can bring us all kinds of food from all kinds of ways. Ah, here we are. So, Stab Scar, she's old, but she is a hunter and a farmer. Not quite good enough to get us the heal route straight away, so we are going to have to plant some other things. Another prostrophile, Slowpoke, she's going to move slowly. That could be a problem, but I think we're just going to deal with that. So that's Kimberly, Udai, and Jerbear. Jerbear, that's an okay name, I guess. So we have Kim, Jerbear, and Udai. So let's see how our map actually looks once we get into it here. It may look a little different than it did on the satellite image. There'll be a lot more detail. We will hopefully have more than just that one clump of rock that we saw from space, which is this bit here. Yes, we do. Good. And we have resources in them. Now, we're not actually going to be living in these. We're going to be making our own area. What is this? That is crystal shards. So we're going to quickly get everyone equipped. Kim gets the rifle. J-Bear gets the knife. Udai gets the pistol. We'll unforbid all our stuff. Let's scroll out here. We have not much steel at all. And do we have any wood? Yes, we do. 300 of that, okay. So one of the first things we're going to want to do, we'll just tell them to build a roof off of here. And then we'll put a stockpile in it. So we'll let that happen. I believe, is that our warg? Yes, we have a female warg. If we can tame a male warg, that would be fantastic. Oh, who are you? Oh. Okay, so that's an ancient danger. And it seems like some people have died inside of it. Inside their cryopods. Good to know. So we're going to let our people collect all of the stuff that was dropped onto the map. Looks like it's dropped in one pile, so we didn't have to mass unforbid it. We're going to want to chop down a bunch of this wood, because we're going to throw up a wood construction super quick. Something to live in. Now we do have this little creek, so there is water on the map. Let's take a look at our resources here. Looks like we have compacted machinery and steel there. Is that? Yep, that's quite a bit more steel here. More steel. We have a lot of steel. Just more there as well, so we have a super rich resource area. More machinery up here. And here. And here. More steel there. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine for resources. We have even more over here. We're still going to start off with wood. Just because it's going to be easier. So we'll take a look at work here. We'll go to this. Construction. So we have Udai with a passion for construction. We're going to have J-Bear do it, but not as much of a priority. And I think we're going to order that now. We're just going to order a pretty nice, you know, we're just going to go for a nice, oh, that's a marsh. Okay, good to know. Just going to go for a nice cabin here. Damn, that's a bit of a marsh there as well. Cancel that. Now later on this can become pretty much anything we would like it to be. But seeing as this is going to be nice and quick to build, we're going to get a log cabin up. I guess this doesn't look pretty. I don't think this is one of those luxury log cabins. I think this is more like a trapper shack. Kim is vomiting all over the floor. I don't know why, we just got here. I don't think she's had time to eat anything poisonous. But you know, you just do you, Kim, that's fine. What we're actually going to have you start doing is a 10 by 10 potato zone. That's going to take her a long time to plant, and that is on purpose. By the time the potatoes are done growing, we should have a cold storage for them. But the reason I'm having her plant such a large field of it is I want her growing skill to increase as quickly as possible, because I would like to get her planting heel root. That's a pineapple plant, cool. Looks like we have rich soil pretty much everywhere, 100% fertility. So farming could be good for us here. We could make drugs or beer and trade that with whoever comes by. Looks like they weren't joking about these logs being quick to build. If possible, I would like to end at least... I don't think we're going to get this done in the first day, so we'll throw a couple of sleeping spots up here. But I would like to get this done as quickly as possible. Hopefully by the end of the second day we'll have a roof on this, maybe even by the end of the first. We are still only at noon, so if we Kim is thankfully chopping logs down as she goes, planting her potatoes. So that's actually giving us what we need to finish this. Now it's still going to be classed as a horrible barracks, so it's not really ideal. We're going to speed time up a bit here because we've issued the work orders that we need doing for now. We've gotten all our resources under some kind of roof. And once we get the door on, they'll put a roof on. We'll put some flooring over this. This will probably eventually become our cold storage. Be a nice big freezer for us. There we are. Or this may become a workshop of some kind. Workshop probably makes more sense. Awesome, so we do have a roof tonight. We'll gather some wood for the rest of the day. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. J-Bear, you are a hunter. No, we're actually going to get rid of that for you. Kim is going to be our hunter and grower, and that's pretty much all she's going to do, at least to start with. Let's see, how do they feel about the barracks? I'm guessing they're just going to say it's awful. Lacks bionic body parts. Spacious interior, so they're actually not too upset with it right now. We are going to have to build them a bathroom. Well, that's going to be an optimistic... Oh no, however. Bathroom's going to be an optimistic term for what's going to be a bucket and a wash. Yeah, 2 buckets essentially. One filled with water and one that you fill with whatever you happen to need to fill it with. Oh no, we can't be doing that. We need log walls in the cabin. Awesome. So we'll go into hygiene. We will place down a latrine and a wash bucket. And then we have something close to a hygiene room. Even something as simple as a washcloth and some water will stop some of the negative moodlets that build up from the grime. Which I'm guessing in a rainforest, you get grimy pretty quick when you're doing hard labour. Sounds like our warg is eating a turtle. That's fine, we can allow the warg to hunt on its own. So, next we're going to want to get some power. We're just going to throw down a single solar generator. Get his power running in. Put 2 batteries down. That should be fine. Let the construction guys get on with that. Now Kim doesn't actually have anything to do right now, so we're going to get her hunting. We'll start off with one of these capybaras. Now then, who was our miner? I know we got a really good one, or did we get 2? 9 and 9. So yeah, we're going to put these guys both as a secondary mining profession. We don't need to do it right this moment, but I would like to get some mining done. Not in the not too distant future. Okay. We're gonna want the electric stove and the butcher's table in there as soon as we can. But it looks like the guys are done with their work for the day. The body can sit outside overnight from that kill. It's not actually going to do anything to spoil the meat. And yeah, these potatoes are growing very quickly, so I think this cold storage may be higher on the list of priorities than I thought it would be. We'll probably just throw it on the back of here, maybe out to there, down, down to here, put a little doorway there, and have a cold storage room there for medicine and food. Something I did learn between the last game and this one, the reason my colonists were getting food poisoning so often was that if you throw bodies in the freezer, even if they're frozen, they can still pass on pathogens into the food that's stored in the same room. So you need to have a, if you're going to do it that way, have a vent and have a body room connected to the actual food storage. There we are. So we have 100 and something of wood. That should do. Yeah, that'll be enough room for now. And then some more power. We're gonna need this up to here. Oh, hold on. There we are. Temperature. There we are. And this will serve a double purpose. This room will cool down this one because it is 30 degrees in here. We have picked a very warm climate. Please get. Oh, he's already constructing it. That little rat ruined that for us. So the target temperature of this is -9. That's perfect. I'm going to put down a new zone. Storage. We want food allowed in here. Raw food, meals. We don't want rotten. Manufactured, raw resources, weapons, chunks, corpses. None of that for now. Okay, so back on here, we're gonna want to allow medicine and drugs into the cold storage as well. And then we're gonna want to jump on here, disallow foods from that one. And medicine and drugs. Now, most medicine is fine. The manufactured medicine, it won't matter that it's stored in a warm temperature. But heal root, the herbal stuff, that's super easy to get at the start once you have a person capable of mining it, growing it. That will go off. So we need to deal with that. Next thing, we're going to need a butcher's table. And we're going to need an electric stove. So we're going to triple speed this, get those up and running. Send them away. We don't have time for guests right now. We don't have time for us right now as it stands. So we're just going to let these guys go about their business. We'll probably throw some bedrooms on another side building here. Which means that we're probably going to want a door there as well. Make the food zone nice and accessible. Triple speed this through the night. I don't believe we picked up any night owls this time, did we? Nope. 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 Perfect. We are going to have to get that butcher's table up sooner rather than later though. I wouldn't like to be eating rotten meat. We might make a second cold storage here. Blacksmith Town and Lakeside Ridge, we're just going to leave those as they are. So we're going to set up a bill butcher creature, do forever, and cook simple meals, do forever. Now whoever the cook is, I believe that's, yep, that's going to be JB. Will take care of that for us. And now we are, in a very simple way, producing our own food. Now this is going to form a cult for us. So it looks like you die, however we say that name there, is going to begin writing the book Oh. Yeah, that's... I have looked at... Oh. Okay, so Udai has no memory of the writing that is still slightly dampened from the sweat of their labours. It is a ghastly book filled with a strange alien language that is not readily understood. The ominous-looking diagrams of ritual sacrifices and spells within the tome have some colonists unnerved by its occult nature, whereas others have prospered setting up a proper research centre to further study the secrets held within. Sorry, proposed, not prospered. So we're going to need some kind of cult things. Oh, mad animal, hopefully it's a local chinchilla. We'll just tag that to be hunted, and then we'll militarize Udai. We will grab J-Bear and tell him to melee attack the chinchilla. Apparently Udai is just terrible at this. And his mental break murderous rage. Well, hopefully he doesn't try and take that out on J-Bear, because... Okay, so... This is bad. If he attempts to kill Kim... Yeah, he is. He's trying to kill Kim. There's nothing we can do about it. We don't have a zone we can arrest him in. So what we're going to do is set up a sleeping spot there as a prison. And we're going to have J-Bear, the melee expert, arrest Udai. We're going to have Kim attempt the same thing. Oh, apparently only one can do that at once, okay? He succeeded. We can demilitarize Kim now. That kind of sucks. Having to have lost one of our colonists at the very early stages of the game. Hopefully that's a very temporary loss. Who's our doctor? Hopefully it's not J-Bear. Okay, no, he's the only one who isn't a doctor. Oh no, Udai was the doctor. Okay, so we're going to demilitarize J-Bear. Now, we should be able to allow Udai out of there pretty quickly. J-Bear, on the other hand, we're going to have... Oh no, Kim is the doctor. Okay, Kim, health. We're going to allow her to self-treat. We use one of those medicines just to stop the risk of an infection. And then we will have her tend to... Oh, she's tending to him already. Good. Now this bone, we can turn into other resources later. It really kind of sucks that... Wait, can we... Yes, we can claim... We'll reinstall that up here for now, just in front of our base. And we have this crazy grimoire that we need to build a station for. We're not going to bother with that just now. We have very immediate needs, and Udai has an infection. That really hurts. We're going to have to spend a lot of medicine on that early on. Now hopefully his immunity can outpace the infection, because if it can't, then we've lost him. But it looks like, yep, we are going to outpace the infection with the immunity. That's good. Now I'm not sure how long he's classified as a prisoner. Let's... Prisoner... Do we have to recruit our own prisoner again? Our own colonist, okay. Who do we have as a warden? J-Bear. Of course it's J-Bear. The guy's just fantastic at everything. That is going to significantly slow our work rate, however. And it's going to mean that we need another hygiene area. And as much as it kind of blows, we're just going to put a latrine and a wash bucket in this corner for the two guys who aren't crazy murderous criminals. Now hopefully with J-Bear's awesome skills, it doesn't... There we are, that's all it took. So let's take a look on this map, see what else we can hunt. If there's more of those capybaras around, I wouldn't mind. We want to stay away from those. These things explode when you kill them. They basically have chemicals in their body that, when combined, simply combust. Okay, so there's like a bunch of wild boar down here. We're going to order 4 of those to be hunted. From my knowledge, I don't think I've ever seen a wild boar retaliate by attacking. Now then, have your priorities reset, you die. No, they haven't. Good. We're going to, ooh. Fast walker, pyromaniac. Ooh, but passion, yeah, we're going to take that. That's a lot of passions that could be very useful. We'll see who's following them in a moment. A single man named Falcon who has a knife. Okay, so as much as it goes against my better judgment, Udai's going to get his pistol back. I'm trying not to do what I'm doing right now. And we're going to try and take on this raid. Okay, there we are. So we've actually captured this guy, and yeah, I think we're just going to finish him off. Unless he has... Nope, we don't want this guy. So, well, no, before that, let's strip this guy. We'll take off his things. We can give them to the guy who was being chased by him. He is gone. We get his clothes and his weapon, which we give to Bashkir there. We will throw down another sleeping spot for, and as soon as we have enough wood, once all that's done being chopped down, now let's take a look at what his actual skills are here, because we know this guy is passionate about growing, but what's his actual skill level? 4. Okay, not good, but it's another passion. We'll have him set to haul and clean. J-Bear we want as our negotiator, and our warden. He's not terrible at handle animal, but Kim is actually better. We can use that to try and tame some animals at some point. We are going to have to up our food production, just to last us until these potatoes are done. Yep, I think he's in tattered apparel now, but that's tolerable. We can deal with that for now. Those bones we can either crush and turn into a bone concrete mixture. We can once we get the incinerator, we can burn them into ash and use that for various other products. We are going to have to dig a grave for this guy. We'll dig a bunch way out here where we don't have to look at them and they don't take up any relevant space that we need, because our colonists will get quite upset if they have to look at them. Oh, yeah, his infection. Damn. You die? How about you, we're going to turn your bed briefly into a medical bed. Rest until healed. We definitely don't want that infection to kill him. Let's take a look at his health. How far is it? Okay, so as long as he gets the treatment as soon as he lies down, which he will, because Kim is now going to tend to him. There we are. He should be fine now. He should outpace that infection. It is extreme now, so we're going to have him on bed rest. I completely forgot that he had that, just with the raid arriving when it did. Actually, did you bring the knife yet? You did. It is an awful steel knife, but it's better than nothing, so you can have that. You do have a really good passion for shooting, so we need to get you a gun as soon as we can. Bulk goods trader. We don't really have anything to trade right now, and actually let's just go on for a walk. That's fine for now. What else can you do? You can grow. That's about it, really. He's going to be growing us a lot of things. There we are. You guys developed his immunity. Looks like the infection made it to not far away from 90%. But now that he has that immunity developed, we don't have to worry. I think we're going to assign Bakshia here to Plant Cut. We want that at a 2 as well for him and J-Bear. We want those trees down so we can start expanding our base. Now then, the workroom I don't mind being made of logs, but their bedrooms... Oh, we have another raid already. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. One guy, he does have a pistol. That's actually good. He's probably just going to get absolutely smashed to pieces by these merchants here. We will get our guys ready, just in case. But the pistol that guy's bringing us, that's going to go to Bashir there. That name just reminds me of Dr. Bashir from Star Trek DS9. My favourite of those shows. Well, that guy has like a recurve complex bow. This mod list is actually one that a friend of mine put together. Go strip that guy, and then you can have his gun and he's even brought us some medicine. How kind. You can you guys can stop. So we're going to take his clothes, which see what he has here. He just has a jumpsuit. We're then going to melee attack him to death. Apparently he's a computer. Which, did you just... Oh no, Kim's carrying that. That's one of ours. Okay, I thought one of the merchants had just come and stolen that pistol from us. There we are. He's dead. We'll unforbid him now. We will unsubscribe. Unsubscribe? No, sorry. Unconscript Bashkir now that that guy's dead. Interesting first couple of days we've had here. We've had one of our own guys try and kill us. Let's unprisoner that room. I've just realised they might not have been using that. Unmedical that bed. You know, it looks like one cooler is actually not enough for this this freezer, just with the crazy temperatures that we have here. These guys are all way better armed than we are, but we really don't have anything to trade. Looks like Bashkir has put on that jumpsuit, so he's now no longer in tattered apparel, or maybe he is. Yes, he is. What are you wearing that's tattered? Ah, the fox skin EMFs. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to assign. We're going to manage the anything outfit. And we're going to say that only if it's 50% or above do you get to wear it. So first thing in the morning, Bashkir should take those earmuffs off, and then he won't have the tattered apparel negative modifier anymore. Well, when he actually decides to wake up. We're going to throw down a horseshoe pin over here. And Bashkir, grab that auxiliary pistol. No guest beds. Yep, we're still not ready for guests. Let's take a look at what this thing says. A crude, mass-produced version of more delicate negotiator pistol. Okay, well, it's not a good weapon, but it is a pistol. I think it's actually like a little energy pistol. Okay, we have like 500 wood now. That should be enough. And sorry, we have marshland there. So I guess we're going to build to here, really, aren't we? Okay, this marshland is going to be more difficult to navigate than I thought. What are our options here? Well, it looks like that's where the marshland there ends. So if we just build down a little bit, like say 15, or there, 17, 17. There we are, and then we can get... Oh, don't do that. Well, looks like we're going to have... very oddly shaped rec room down there, I guess. We'll throw this door here so that our doors are coming into the same area here in the central bit. Because pretty soon we're going to want to wall a large area off for us to claim as our base. Now then, Backshare claims he has nothing to do. I think he is lying to me. He has lots of things to do. How long until these potatoes are ready? They're about halfway done. We have meat, so we can tide ourselves over. So we'll allow this to be built. Looks like Kim's going to do some hauling just to pass the time. In fact, Kim, why don't you hunt us some more boar? And I guess a chinchilla. The reason I'm trying to hunt a single thing at once is so that we can make more clothes out of the leather. Because making it out of all of one kind of leather, it's no longer a necessity because of a mod that a friend of mine put on this list. But the makeshift various leather is not as nice as the uniform stuff. It's all obviously different thicknesses, colours, textures, all that good stuff. Now we do have some geothermal power here, and I believe, yep, one there and one there, and one there. So if we expand north later, we can get a big power station going up here. Lots and lots of power in that. Kim getting some shooting practice there, and I think we're actually going to assign hunting onto Bashkir as well. He only has a pistol, so he's not very good at it. Well, he won't be very good at it, but he is a very good shot, and we would like him to practice that. For when it comes to the raids, we would like to be able to kick some butt. I'm not sure if he's going to hunt the same thing. I don't believe he will. Yep. Oh wow, that thing's pretty cool, isn't it? Just a little energy pistol. Nice. Okay, so that hunt actually went remarkably quickly. Looks like Bashkir is going to have to go finish off the chinchilla. There we are. So we have a nice wild boar, another one, and some chinchillas. Now we're going to want to put flooring down as well. I suppose we could... we'll find a way to use this and make it some kind of feature. We'll speed this along again. Okay, I think we have the start of a half-decent colony here, folks. I've already forgotten the name of it, however. Hopefully by the end of the first week we'll have bedrooms for our people instead of this little hut that they're living in currently. And I think what we may do as well, first thing in the morning, see what we can harvest from all of these berry bushes. Just random fruits and vegetables. Get the growing harvesting skill up of Bashkir and Kim, who fill remarkably similar roles now that I think about it. Poor Udai, who was driven insane by this monolith. Oh, this is a bone wall too, so we've stumbled onto a crazy place full of occult monoliths and structures made of bone. Cool, I guess. Now we have no limit to the amount of wood that we can use for our structures, which is really good. I'm really pleased about that. It means that we will, yeah, well, we're going to have a lot of that to use. We have a lot of these chunks out here. Let's see. Granite, 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 sandstone. Plenty of granite. So I think what we may do is get a stonemason's table, get it assigned to making granite. We're going to want a lamp or two in here, just to keep things bright, let people work at the maximum efficiency. So I do believe there is a work penalty for working in the dark, and there is definitely moodlet penalties for that. We could also get a wood fire burner as a generator, seeing as we just have that much of wood lying around. Like, we're going to struggle to use all of this, I think. Another couple of days for our potatoes. Potatoes are one of the slower growing fruits, I think, but they're also one of the higher yield producing fruits. Okay, so let's see here. We will go 4 up and then 1, 2, 4 down, skip 1, so yep. Someone's getting a slightly larger room at the bottom there, and then that's not going to work, is it? Let's think about this. The space is so odd that it's not going to be divided up very evenly. Try that. Well, that would leave just a single bit at the end there. This kinda sucks. Unless we do this. So that would leave 1 up there. That's fine. We can deal with that for now. Okay, I have a plan for how this is all going to work out now. And then we'll get, we'll want some floors in here as well. This is going to be where we live. This is going to be where we work. But we can have these 3x3 rooms, the smaller rooms. We can have the bathrooms. This room we could have be a hospital or guest room, or one of our colonist rooms. Big rec room, dining room in the center, which we will eventually get carpeted, but not today. Looks like old Jebe or Udai has started the cooling process here for the freezer building the second one, and has just kind of left it there. So first thing in the morning we'll have to finish that off. Luckily food doesn't spoil too quickly in this game, especially once it's been cooked. Okay, Udai, need material steel. We're out of steel. Okay. Okay. Well then, I did see a few veins not too far away. I think there's one just up here, actually. Yep, there's one. So what we're going to do, Architect, this is a new thing we have, the orders. We're going to go for the vein miner. That will just automatically select all of that steel, save us doing it manually. And I think we're going to have to get on that pretty quickly, because our food is sat exposed, which is very much not a good thing. There are also these ship chunks. We can dismantle those. We'll get steel and components that way. Who is our miner? That would be Jeber and Udai, and apparently neither of them feels like they actually have to do it. Major break risk, minor break risk, Kim and Udai. That's okay. We can live with that for now. We just really need to get that mining done. Jeber, what are you doing? Hauling mushroom. That is very much not what I asked you to do. I'm going to follow him here, because this is the second time someone has not done as I've asked. We're going to unforbid that cassowary. It was probably killed by the panther there. Major break risk, you die. Why? What do you need? What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, you still... Yeah, there is a lot of things that are bugging him right now. Okay, for whatever reason, they don't want to mine this vein. We're gonna just cancel it. And look, we'll go for this one up here. We need this, guys, so get on with it. You know, they're doing their own thing. Why? So we've set mining to be their top priority now. They should not auto path away to haul, but they are. Is construct set it at 1? It is for you, Dad. We'll set that to 2. They should have no reason now to ignore that mining. There we go. Awesome. And he started off at a different spot than he was at before, but that's okay. There's enough steel here, send them away, that we should be able to at least complete the projects in our very near future. Kim's going to bring that back, so first thing in the morning we will order the finishing off of our cooler. How much do we have? 75. Yep, that'll be enough to finish it. Something we're going to have to keep an eye on there. I completely missed that we were running low on that. All my resources are displayed up here, so there's no excuse. We're going to get rid of all this. Markers learned. And I think we oh, it's going to wash up. That's acceptable. I will let you off with that. There we are. Target temperature -9. Perfect. We actually now have a negative in the temperatures, and the passive bleed through of temperatures through walls will cool this area just a little, hopefully enough to bring it within tolerable. I think the ideal temperature for pawns is 21. So our barracks here is just looking, that's just looking real wonky. But that is a-okay. I think we're going to call this episode here, folks. Thanks for joining me. Sorry for the long delay. I've already forgotten the name of this colony. It'll be on the save. Hope you join me for the next one, and I'll see you then.